Guys, it's Reese from the Reese Core channel, and welcome back to another video of FNAF merch drop. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at some of the mascots from both the FNAF Fright Dome event and some of the mascots created by the people behind the mascots at the Fright Dome event, So Can Land. So if you don't know what the FNAF Fright Dome event was, I'll go over the basics. Basically, Fright Dome was a attraction in Las Vegas. It was kind of like a haunted house, walk-in haunted house, and they did a FNAF themed event there. But basically, you can go into like this recreation of the pizzeria, and it was really cool. You can like go in there, you can like buy like special like shirts and like merchandise of space around it. Again, you got to walk around the complete recreation of the pizzeria, which is really cool. And most importantly, you could actually meet Scott Cawthon himself at the event. In fact, it was at this event that many FNAF YouTubers, such as 8-Bit Ryan, Corey Kenshin, and Razbowski got to meet Scott for the first time. And then later on, years later, in fact this year 2023, obviously around a few months ago now, you had Dorco, Baz, Raz, and Ryan going up to the FNAF movie set where they got to meet Scott again and actually make cameo appearances in the FNAF movie. So yeah, Fright Dome was a really cool piece of FNAF history, and probably the most interesting thing was the mascots. So yeah, we're gonna go over them. So yeah, first of all, we have this Freddy mascot, which is really cool. He's a lot fuzzy. He's really fuzzy, but then again, that's to be expected. Since, you know, as I've gone over many times on this channel, the FNAF 1 characters are much more fuzzy and furry than, say, other FNAF characters. So yeah, that's really cool. And he looks pretty nice. So yeah, move on to the next one. We have the Fright Dome Bonnie. So this is actually the Bonnie they had at the Fright Dome. And you can tell it's the Bonnie they had at the Fright Dome because I didn't show it with Freddy. There's actually another image of it. In fact, I'll quickly pull up right here. You can tell that that this Freddy and this Bonnie were at the Fright Dome because of the eyes. The eyes on the Fright Dome characters were like made out of like plastic and kind of buggy. So that's why they kind of look like this instead of like the other Freddy mascot where it looks more fuzzy. So yeah, it's an interesting look on the FNAF characters. This Bonnie I don't think is as good as the Freddy. The Freddy I feel was a bit more accurate. This one doesn't really look so much. I don't think the coloring looks that good. The color scheme, even though it is pretty accurate, it looks a bit off. But then again, I still think it looks pretty decent. Move on to the next one. This is an interesting one. We have this golden Freddy / maybe Fredbear costume. This is now something that's interesting. At the Fright Dome event, it's been speculated for years that there was actually a golden Freddy costume or / mascot that you could see at the Fright Dome, but sadly no one was able to get any like video of proof of it or pictures. So whenever you try to look up like pictures from this event, you can never find any evidence that it actually was there. But according to people that did visit it, there was a golden Freddy mascot. It looks like this might have been it because it looks very similar to the actual Fright Dome Freddy. And yeah, it looks pretty accurate to Golden Freddy. Obviously, in this picture, he's doing his signature Golden Freddy pose. He's got the white dots in his eyes. He's holding the mic. It looks pretty decent. His chest is like brown like Freddy, so that's inaccurate. And of course, his hat's like purple like Fredbear. So I don't think this is meant to be Fredbear. This is meant to be more Golden Freddy, but maybe they decided to throw the Fredbear hat on him because, I don't know, to maybe make him a mix of the two. But yeah, that's about it for that one. Now moving on, we got Chica. So this is what Chica looked like at the Fright Dome. As you can see, at the Fright Dome, it was kind of interesting. They had her in a cage, but I know she also appeared on stage. So yeah, this is what Chica looked like. I know it's kind of hard to see because, you know, the cage, but she looks pretty decent. Again, she doesn't look. Again, I think she looks pretty good. Obviously not the best Chica mascot in the world. There's probably, probably better ways you can make Chica look as a mascot. Like, for example, the FNAF movie. But other than that, again, it's still pretty decent. And yeah, move on to the next one. We have Bonnie. This was a separate version of Bonnie that's different from the Fright Dome one. The one I showed earlier was more akin to the actual like animatronic mascot they had. This is more of a walk around, so say it's kind of similar to like if you go to like, I don't know, like Disney or Universal, you see like costume characters. It's more akin to that. I think it looks all right. I actually kind of like this more than the other one because I feel like the color scheme looks a bit better. But other than that, again, it's just decent. All these I feel are decent to just okay. None of them is like, oh, it's actually like crazy amazing looking. But again, it's fine. It's passable. Now we're moving on to the mascots that were made by SoCanLand. And SoCanLand, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, were actually the company that were behind the mascots at the Fight Dome event. But after the Fight Dome event was done, they still had the FNAF license. So they basically had free range to make as many FNAF mascots as they wanted to. So they kept making them. So as you can see, they made some for the toys. So as you can see, we've got Toy Chica. And this Toy Chica doesn't look so bad. I think my biggest issue is her crotch area. I just feel like it doesn't look so bad. Like her panties just look really strange here. It looks like they're just hovering in midair. Like it looks like everything from her torso down to her legs, like this right here, looks like it's floating in midair. Like it looks really weird to me. But other than that, this is a decent Toy Chica. And again, I feel like you could do a lot worse with Toy Chica. I don't know if there's a version of her where it has her beak removed. If so, I'm probably gonna make a whole video talk about the SoCanLand mascots because there's some interesting ones here. Move on to the second to final one. We have a Mangle one. I'm assuming this is meant to be Mangle. This reminds me of the Funko plush of Mangle, where it's not really based on Mangle herself and more like Toy Foxy, pre-mangled Mangle, or whatever you want to call this. Basically more akin to like what people think Mangle looks like before, you know, she was ripped apart. But yeah, it's fine, I guess. It's not, again, it's kind of strange to think this is possibly the only, like, official Mangle mascot. Again, like, these are technically official because they're made by a brand that was commissioned to make official FNAF mascots. So, yeah, if this is what you consider an official Mangle suit, that's something, move on to the final one for the video. Still keep on the semi-Mangle theme. We have Funtime Foxy. So, yeah, here's Funtime Foxy. I would say this is better than the Mangle one because, you know, this actually looks like Funtime Foxy. Even though I have heard that this design was actually based on a popular SFM model for Funtime Foxy. So I do believe this suit was used. This suit was actually based on a fan model. So that's kind of sad. But other than that, it's still fine. Again, I consider it better than the Mangle one. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, check out the players for more, and yeah, see ya!